I invited you to my YouTube channel.
It's not like I need it, man. I just do it because I like to stack up, and I mean, I'm getting the hell out of here at some point, and I'm trying to rush retirement. You know what I mean? Guess what I got? I got me tickets. I'm going to drown.
No, it says on air. That means
Well, on my screen it says.
Oh, kiss my ass. No, I loved you for a minute, but now I forgot. Yeah, I went on.
Well, I didn't stop it.
Buddy TJ was looking for Browns Steelers tickets.
Take a picture so I'd see what you mean.
I got 2 tickets, blah blah blah. So I messaged TJ's buddy. I was like, "Hey man, I'm TJ's friend." I was like,
It's all right.
2 tickets. He's like, "Yeah."
You're a good friend, by the way.
$125 a piece. I mean, they're the upper deck.
Yeah,
But it's
a very, very good friend.
Or whatever. Yeah, for $125.
Oh, I invited him to a party today, and he didn't answer the party today.
I told him, well,
He's online,
I'm gonna pick him up from school Monday at like 2.
how many hours ago? I don't remember. I don't know. Hey, what grade are you in school? Strutters Elementary. I'm in first. Okay, let's see if you're smarter than me. Okay, what is 9 times 9?
Let him have an extra day off.
9 times 9.
Shit, I'm excited, man.
I don't even expect to know.
It's 81.
Oh, this is his first football game. He's stoked. He's telling all his friends online, I'm going to the football game.
Okay, next question. What's 1 plus 1?
I just went online to my schedule online.
You got it correct.
Next week's schedule.
Okay, what's
Usually they put
5 plus 5?
the following week. Well, they put out like the holiday schedule like 2 weeks in advance.
Good job.
It was made up
2 more questions. 7
so I went
plus
Monday.
3.
Don't schedule me for Monday. I got Monday Night Football tickets. Don't even ask me.
It's 10.
Shit, holidays are over. We'll be back to shit money.
Okay, then what is 8? What is 8 plus 2? Can I say hi to you viewers?
People that don't tip, but I had one person when they
Hi.
bill was $60.02, and they seen someone else didn't tip me, so they tipped me $60.02. They didn't tip me exactly what they was. I was like, damn.
Hey,
And then these 2 ghetto dudes.
hey, tell your YouTube, tell your
20s, I mean,
people that how's their Christmas? How's their Christmas?
I don't know, at first they weren't like too friendly, but they ended up being pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't even know.
It was this little girl's birthday, so I brought her out ice cream. You know, because I had
Why is no one watching my YouTube channel?
a Sunday, and so I come out, gave this girl
Hey!
her little sister.
Hey, your game was full. I couldn't join.
This little girl's getting ice cream, her sister don't. The parents weren't offering to buy it. I said, you know what? I said, we'll go in there and buy you, get you an ice cream. I said, I'm paying for it. So these brothers that were sitting behind
I stole it. I found it.
$46. But when they left me a $40 tip on the table. I'm like, so I ran outside to chase them down. I didn't know if like they just messed up, and I ran up to their car. I was like, rolled down his window like, oh, what's up? I was like, hey man, you left me $40. He was like, yeah, that's for you, man. He's like, that's a good thing.
It said your game was full. I couldn't join.
Like a restaurant's so cheap, man. I'll spend $40 for some ice cream. I even let one little kid eat ice cream, not the other.
Then why did my game say it was full of players?
Hey, I help as many people as I can. You know,
29 or 50 or 30 players in my game.
You're only supposed to have 23
yeah, you can.
people. And how many is in your game?
1,
left for Ocean City, my phone was going to get clipped that midnight. And I was like, well, hell, I'm not going to use my phone in Ocean City anyway. I was like, I could care less about my phone. I'll stay off my phone while I'm on vacation. So when we come back, like 10 days later, we come back from vacation.
So, do you want to join my game?
And she had 2 brand new cell phones. Gave me a phone, gave me a phone. I'm like, what the hell is this? She was like, well, I got phones on a plan. Your bill's only going to be $25 a month for your phone, $25 for Nate's. I'm like, oh, well, cool, thanks, you know. So that's not,
I invited you.
I've never paid my cell phone bill since she got these phones for us. So I'm thinking, well, since you don't pay child support or you don't do anything, at least you could do is pay our phone bill.
I told you if you wanted.
So,
I told you if I wanted to invite you, and you said yeah.
Or it's going to be clipped at midnight, so.
So join.
I was like, hey, what's up with the phone bill? I don't have the money to pay it. So I called the phone place. And they were like, well, you have 5 lines. I was like, no, we have 4 lines. It's me
Well, I guess I can't join your game.
and her boyfriend.
Oh, but I have to do a.
No, there's another line on there. And I'm arguing with this lady. Well, I ended up paying,
Then do it.
having to pay, the bill was $175 a month. Well, I had to pay half of it.
I clicked.
I paid half the bill.
No, I don't want to go in the water.
So I paid half the bill and I called her. I said, who's this 5th line? She's like, oh, my best friend. I said, oh. So I just paid half the phone bill. I said, look, I don't mind paying for you, my kid's mom. I mean, you gotta have a phone to talk to your son. I was like, it's different for me, you, and Nate. I said, but I'm not paying for your boyfriend. I'm not paying for your friend. I said, are you out of your mind? Well, I said, look, you gotta pay the balance. I said, you better tell your, well, now she broke up with this dude. I said, well, you better get a hold of your ex-boyfriend, tell him.
Poo-poo head.
You tell your friend, she gotta pay the other half. Because you can't just pay 1 or 2 lines.
No, the person that I crashed into, he's poo-poo.
So today, I got a message from my phone carrier. It said, tomorrow at midnight, phones are getting clipped. So I messaged the ex and said, hey, just letting you know, you probably got the message too, but the balance will be paid tomorrow by midnight. And if it's not, then you have to pay the whole bill. That half of the bill I paid gets scratched. And you got to pay the $175. She said, well, I guess the phones are going to be shut off because I don't get paid till Friday. I said, let me tell you something. It's not like
But I have to do a mission though.
I don't have it either. I play the I don't have it either card. I said, because if I tell her that I have it, I'll pay it, then they get used to it. And
Right by my garage, but I got away from it because I have to go do a mission.
off tomorrow night. Yeah. I said, if my phone gets shut off tomorrow night, I said, I'm going to go get my own plan for me and
Let me see where you're at.
And you're not going to get my number.
Wait,
And I didn't ask you to pay half of the bill.
wait.
I had no choice. You don't understand. I run a business. I have to have my phone. I can't go shut off and live like a bimbo like you. Boy, did we go at it today. Oh, my God.
I can't even find you. Where are you at?
I said, you won't see him. I said, I'm telling you. Boy, I came unglued, but.
I'm on Mount Julia.
So I was going to take off work tomorrow because. Did I send you the picture of Nate's finger?
Where is Mount Julia?
It looks terrible now. When we get off here, I'll send you a picture.
5 more minutes.
It looks like I don't know. I'm afraid like the bone at the tip of his finger smashed, but I don't know what they do for that. It's like, it looks like a marble at the end of his finger. And, I'd rather have him checked out. Well, I asked his mom, I said, look, yeah, like under the nail, his whole nail's black, but now the skin's turning color black. My mom's a retired nurse. She was like, well, you gotta watch, it's not dead skin, it'll get cut off. I said, if he loses his finger, I said, I'll end up in jail.
Stop going down the hill, girl. Stop going.
This kid that shut the door on his finger, I didn't even talk to this kid all day at work because I would have hit him with a
My YouTube
I told my mom
people hears this, so you can't say that.
his finger, 'cause
There's kids watching too.
that's gonna affect his sports. I said, Mom, I'll be in prison. I said, I'm going to put a hammer in this guy's head.
Not
I said, although...
not bad words and stuff.
Because how it happened.
Because I typed no bad words. Wait, did I? I don't know. I don't know how to type bad words.
He had his finger up by the door.
Let me tell Google.
This fucking idiot that works for us. He's like our age. Big old frickin' Full Metal Jacket. Frickin' Forrest Gump. But he opened up the back door.
Wait, what'd you say? What's a bad word?
Hand away from me.
I don't remember what you said.
The door. I said, get down off there. Nate didn't listen. Well, this dude, Jeff, he opens up the door, shuts it again. I said, Nate, get off of there. Well, Nate, this went on like 4 or 5 times. Well, the 5th time...
Matt Chiliad?
But this is what I didn't get, so this is where I went off. The 5th time he shut the door. Nate didn't scream. Nate just went, open the door, my finger. And I seen his finger. It was like, it's a dually truck, you know, a 4-door truck. And it was in between both cabs. So the dude opened up the door. Nate's nail instantly turned.
Well, are you in a helicopter or a car?
This dude, he usually got a cocky mouth. Like if I get on, he'll like talk shit back. I came so unglued. This dude was, I mean, he was, I said, why the fuck did you open that door? Open and shut 5 fucking times. I said, you open that fucking door, you get the motherfucking
Where are you?
Shut the motherfucking door.
Where could you be?
Oh, I went off, man. So.
I care from you.
Shut it 5 times for it. In 30 seconds, you open it and shut it 5 times. For what reason? There's no reason. He's like, well, it wasn't. He said, I did it the last 2 times because it wouldn't shut. I said, because you kept slamming it on my...
Are you in water? Where are you?
Oh my God, I was so crazy. I was so mental that day. I have no idea. So.
Well, are you in a boat or what?
And I put it on his finger, taped it on like they do for broken fingers. Because they don't do nothing for him, you know. Well, now that it looks this bad.
Then how are you flying? Do you have a helicopter?
Off. I said, Mom, I work daytime and I got to work night. I said, what do you mean off? So I called his mom and said, hey, could you take him tomorrow?
Oh, how do you do that?
Or else I would. I barely have enough gas to get to work. I'm like, well, yeah, because she's off tomorrow and she gets to work every day. She works over here by me and the hospital's by me. Well,
Mod.
to work every day.
Mod.
Right. And I've done it. Believe me, I've done it too. Just because.
I don't see mod.
Try to help out, you know what I mean? But I get taken advantage of it. So my mom told me to drop him off tomorrow morning and she'll take him. I gotta give her my insurance card to take him, get him x-rayed and so on and so forth. Yeah, I said, my mom got it handled. We got this, right?
Hunya!
Oh, God, I tell you.
Hunya!
I mean, I'm the kindest man.
Dude, I'm crashing all over. Dude, I'm crashing all over the place. With my stupid car with a flat tire.
I tell you, if you don't see me on Facebook, I'm in Facebook jail. I've been fake for 30 days.
Yeah, I have a flat tire. I'm crashing all. You didn't join my. I don't see you in my whole mod.
It was this dude, you know, these people that hate cops.
I don't know.
Another country like Australia or something. Well, this female cop was minding her own business in this.
I don't know where you're at.
Camera. And he was recording her. He had his phone in her face, so she started walking.
What point?
He got in front of her, and he was walking backwards with his camera, like.
Go to the airport.
Almost. And he was like yelling out obscenities to this cop. So this cop pulls out her mace and maced him in the face. So all these people are sticking up, you know, like for this dude. So I commented on this one guy's comment because he was like, oh, F that kid, you know, all this. So I commented, I said, look, luckily that wasn't me. I said, because that dude should have just got shot in the face for doing what he was doing, assaulting that officer. And I got reported and I got put in jail for 30 days. I'm like, are you kidding me? I message Facebook all the time. Oh my God, I messaged Facebook and said, you have got to be kidding me. That's why I don't go on that piece of shit Facebook, man. I can't stand it. I tell you, I can't comment nothing. I can't like nothing. I can't post nothing. What the hell are you gonna do, right? Isn't that crazy though? How my brother Rich married Pam. I introduced them to. I mean, Rich knew her from school because he was a year ahead of us. Rich was 2 years ahead of us, and I was dating this girl Jackie in high school. I was in 10th grade, and my girlfriend Jackie was friends with Pam. They were best friends. They were gold steppers, like on the dance line for football and that. And Rich was like, hey, does she got any friends? And I was like, yeah, Pam Baker. And he's like, oh, Tom Baker's sister. I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, hook me up.
Don't.
Jackie brought Pam over one night, and we all went out to it was like Halloween or something. 10th grade. And we went to like some haunted house or whatever. Well, my brother ended up hooking up with Pam, and they became an item. Well, then, after Pam graduated high school, she went to Kent State University. And
Can you drive?
and Rich were like living the life in the fast lane, living in his car pretty much. He was like, hey, man, he's like, drive me up to Kent State, drop me off, because he had a 69.
So you don't have a controller?
Kent State at Pam's, and you keep my car for the weekend. So
Then why can't you drive?
I had the car for the weekend, tearing up the town, you know. And then, next thing you know, they ended up getting married. Like when they were like 24, 25, they got married. And she went to a job seminar thing. And she got offered a job because she went to school for teaching like handicapped kids and that. And she got offered a job, she got to choose Chicago or North Carolina. Lumberton, North Carolina. So they chose North Carolina. They moved down there. They were in Lumberton about 2 years, and Rich had an accident. He fell down the steps sleepwalking, and he had to have brain surgery, almost died. And this was like that happened like a couple of months after they were there, because their townhouse up here was, like where they lived up here, if you make a right, you go to the bathroom. If you make a left.
At the airport.
Well, when they moved in down there, if you make a left.
The Los
The
Santos.
right is downstairs. It was the opposite. And Rich was a sleepwalker, so
How about you just go there?
steps. And Pam thought somebody broke in. Well, he ended up making his way up the steps, and he was in the bathroom. Pam got out of bed and went in the bathroom, and he was bleeding. And she realized he fell down the steps, so
Someone's behind me.
to the hospital, and they stitched him up, and they sent him home. Well, he was complaining of like a massive headache like through the night, like a couple hours after he'd been home, so she took him to the hospital, and
This is where I'm at.
he needs an MRI done. He's complaining with head pain. And
I'm about to throw up.
here his brain was bleeding. He had like bad in his brain. He had internal bleeding in his head. Well,
That's where I'm at.
it was Thanksgiving morning. I got a call that my brother might not make it, that we need to get down there. Well, my whole family flew down. I didn't fly. I couldn't get a plane ticket. So me and my brother's friend George Jadu, I don't know if you remember him, the big Arab kid from growing up. He played for St. Tom. If you thought about it, you might. He was a real big Arab kid. Like they had to get a college helmet to fit him to play St. Tom's Friars football. Well, he picked me up. And we like got on the road, and my wife at the time, she was pissed because I was going to North Carolina on Thanksgiving. I said, my brother's fucking about to die. Are you kidding me? So that pushed.
Well, I'm in the whole side of.
Got back.
I'm in the whole
We
airport.
drove down there. We got there.
Where could I be?
Prayed,
Be
you know, before they
this.
took him into surgery. They had a big tube into his brain and all kind of shit. Well, Rich ain't been right since. Like he's whacked out. He forgets shit. He was in the hospital for a couple of months. And so they ended up leaving there, moving from Lumberton Pemberton, and they moved to the coast over to Wilmington. Then when I come home and all this jazz, ended up getting divorced,
I think I know what
and I moved down there and I lived with my brother and his wife
Huh.
like a year. I did iron work down there for a little while, but they're still together, and they couldn't have the kid. She thought all.
Wait, is it snowing in your game?
Here she had something wrong with her. So they couldn't have
It's snowing in my game.
a little girl, a baby from Guatemala. They didn't want to adopt in the United States because you adopt here after 7 years, a parent could come back and get their kid. So it was like.
And where could you be?
$35,000 to adopt this little girl. Well, she's like.
Where could you be?
Right, I agree. And she's like 15 now, my niece. A little bit. Like when I was living with them down there, we'd all be sitting there watching a movie, and Rich would get up. You'd think he was going like to the kitchen or something, or to the bathroom, and next thing you know, he's gone. Like an hour goes by, and he comes back, and we're like, Rich, where the hell were you? He's like, what are you talking about? I didn't go anywhere. And he don't even remember like leaving the house for an hour.
No.
You know.
Well, it says on my game that it says
Well, it's been nuts. Like they separated. They've been married like 20
What?
years now or something. But they separated for like a year. She got on Rich when he was drinking, but she's a wino. She drinks like a gallon of wine a day. But she don't like when Rich drinks. Go figure. But yeah, and then you drink around them. Like I told her last night, it's like as soon as I walked into my mom's last night, we had a Christmas thing there last night. I was like, Mom, I was like, Pam, I was like, let me guess, that's your gallon of wine. She was like, well, yeah. But they're having.
Hey, when's the last time that you played Minecraft?
Messaged her and said, you know, we just want to let you know your daughter's being a little bit too friendly with
You want to play it?
people. And my sister-in-law was like, well, what's that supposed to mean? Well, she's like real hard on her. She fights and argues with her, and Rich is like a push-up.
Hey,
Like,
have I told you I have a broken finger?
Rich couldn't take it anymore the way that like she was talking to their daughter. And I said, well, Pam, first of all, you can't argue with your kid. You know, take it from me. I got 6 of them. You can't argue with them. You know what I mean? But she's testing you, and if she sees that she gets that reaction out of you, she's going to push your buttons. I said, don't let her push your buttons. You know what I mean? Just talk calm and, you know, I don't know. All right. They ended up working it out after a year, got back together, and like Rich don't come up here. They've never spent a Christmas together. Every Christmas, she comes up here with the kid, like 2 days before Christmas, and don't go back till after the New Year. Like, see, she was a school teacher. He's allergic to animals, and everybody owns an animal. And he don't like driving around, visiting, and all that. Rich is weird, man, but I told her, I said, Richard, I was like, your wife never spends one holiday with you? That don't even make sense. See, she's self-employed now. She worked for the school system for a long time. Well, she opened up her own business, and she tutors handicapped kids now. And she has she started out, she had 5 kids. She charged $50 an hour. Well, then she blew up. I mean, she had 60 kids. She ended up hiring 2 other teachers, and she worked from home. She started out from home, and then she got a big office building, and it's called Tutoring Solutions or something. She made a lot. She was making $200,000 a year tutoring. But she's got spending habits. She likes to blow money. I mean, she went out and bought a brand new truck, a brand new car. I mean, they live in a big giant house. You know what I mean? Rich makes good money. He was traveling for a long time. Now he works for 84 Lumber. When he was traveling, he would work probably 8 hours a week. But he always put 12 hours a day. 6 days a week, 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Parts weren't in. He said he'd sit at the beach and read books and get paid for 12 hours. But now he's at 84 Lumber.
So do you want to play Minecraft?
He gets a bonus every 2 weeks. His bonus last week was $3,500.
You don't like Minecraft?
$3,500 just a bonus.
Why? It's the goodest game ever.
God, they rake him some dough. But she controls like his money. Like he gets his paycheck, turns it over to her. I'm like, fucking Richard, you're fucking 50. What do you mean turn over your pay, dude? Or what's wrong with you, man? All right. Well, she had to file bankruptcy. They had to do bankruptcy and shit because, I mean, she had a carport built on the house. It cost like 20-some grand. She had a $40,000 driveway put in. Just all this shit. She ran herself into debt. Well, oh God. And then she goes to my dad behind my brother's back. She goes to my dad to borrow money. Can I borrow like $3,000 or $5,000? Just don't tell Rich type shit. And
we have to go.
To her, and then he can't keep his mouth shut. He ends up telling Rich.
It haven't been 2 minutes.
But then she goes on all these vacations. She comes up here all the time. She'll fly up here, or she'll drive.
It haven't been a second.
She can afford to go somewhere for 2 weeks, 3 weeks at a time, going on these vacations.
It haven't been a second.
And Rich always been like that. Rich is good off. Rich makes a lot of money, and he always cries. Rich will play the cry the broke game. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, I don't have no money. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do next week. I said, Rich, go in your bedroom, lift up your mattress underneath your side, and pull out a couple grand. Because even when we were kids, when Rich was like 17, 18, 19, I used to get him all the time because I knew where he always kept his money. That kid would have stacks underneath his bed. I'd be like, oh, it's ladies' night, Thursday night. I don't get paid till tomorrow. Right underneath my brother's mattress. But, oh, I could tell you so many stories that you missed of us growing up, man. When he tried to kill me with a guitar, busted a guitar over my head, split me wide open. I mean, I had like 60 staples in my